Okay, we do have a quorum. Greg, Selectman Kuhn is trying to get on Teams. Jason will not be. Oh, is he on? Okay, Greg Kuhn is on Teams. Jason Bucksbaum will not be joining us tonight. We do have a quorum. I'll call the Southbury Board of Selectmen regular meeting July 6th, 2023 to order at 7:01. Can we have the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first up, we have a resolution on the hiring of a new police officer, Zachary Simpson. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I have a second, John? Thank you. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of hiring the officer, Zachary Simpson, signify by saying aye. Aye?
Aye.
Is Greg out there? Okay, is that an aye? I'm sure it was. Okay. And that will pass. So next up, we have the swearing in of our officer. Mr. Simpson, if you will come up to the podium. And if you could raise your right hand. If you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will faithfully discharge, according to law, the duties of police officer for the town of Southbury to the best of your ability, so help you God?
I do.
Very good. Congratulations. You're hired.
Thank you, sir.
If you could sign the oath right here. Very good. You want to do a picture? Want to do a picture with the selectmen?
Sure.
Come on, come on. This is our 2025, right?
25, yes, sir.
25 right now.
How you doing? Welcome to town. Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Holly Sullivan?
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
All right. Who's got the pictures? Come on up.
You want me?
You can stand right here. Yeah, let's get in front of it. How's that? There we go. How's that? Come on in.
Oh,
Okay. I don't fight. How's that?
No, that's good.
Is that good?
Yeah. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
How's that? Very good.
Thank you.
all the best.
And thank you guys for all you do. How many's that made that I've hired?
A lot.
It must be 70%. I don't know. Okay. Very good. That's a nice day. Welcome aboard. I look forward to seeing you. My door is open. Okay. Next up is public comment. If there's any public comment, if it could be limited to 2 minutes, if anybody would like to make a public comment. Hello. Thanks for coming out, but no public comment. Okay. Announcements and correspondence are in your packet. Next up is the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Thank you, Greg. Do I have a second in the house here?
Second.
Seconded by Justin. Any discussion on the consent agenda? Hearing none, I'll approve. I'll signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? It carries. Minutes of June 15th, 2023. Can we take these and June 28th, 2028 public forum? Can we take them together? Okay, motion to approve.
So moved.
Holly will second that for me.
I will. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And it carries. Bids and procurements, bituminous concrete milling and paving. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved?
Thank you. John?
Seconded.
Greg did, okay. We'll bounce it back and forth here. Any discussion on the bid? All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Nobody's, any opposed? Not hearing any, and it's approved. Transfers. Let me get down to the transfers. Look, I'm all old school here. Resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen hereby concurs with the Board of Finance approves the following transfers. From the pension competitive salary adjustment, $18,500, to the pension contributions of $18,500, and that's to adjust the 401A and pension contributions for new hires. Fire Department, from the Fire Department PAR, $5,500 to the fire hydrants of $5,500. Correction for adjusted water bills for the fire department. And for the senior center, from the dial-a-ride $8,000 to the part-time salaries, adjust for the dial-a-ride driver. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Can I have a second? Second. John Deal seconded. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? And opposed, and it carries. Schedule a town meeting. We're gonna have to schedule a town meeting for that. Do we have a date for that, Betsy? Oh, July 20th. Okay, so do we have to vote on the?
You have to vote to set it.
To set it, okay. Okay, so the motion would be it further resolved that 205 of the town hall to act on the above transfer.
You guys need to approve that, and then it goes to the town meeting for the,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
I misspoke before.
It was a hot day out in the sun. We already did the first one. Now we're doing the second one. Okay. Okay, resolution resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen hereby concur with the Board of Finance and approves the following transfer from the department, from the pension, unassigned fund balance of $412,000 to the pension of $412,000, to transfer the sum of $412,000 from fund balance to the pension account to be appropriated in fiscal year 2024. Be it further resolved that the Southbury Board of Selectmen hereby schedules a town meeting to be held on Thursday, July 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. in room 205 of the Town Hall to act on the transfer above. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved?
Have a second?
Second.
Made and second. Any discussion? This is housekeeping. We do this all the time. It's a large sum of money, but just for the record, it's done at this time. Okay, I'll call the vote. All in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And it carries. There, unfinished business. We have no unfinished business. No new business. What we do have, we're up to the first Selectmen's report. So that, we all know the Southbury police officer position was just filled. On Friday, June 30th, Alice Masano, the Southbury Town Clerk, swore in Officer Tyler Sullivan to the Southbury Police Department. The PD hosted a celebratory breakfast for Officer Sullivan, his family, and friends. Officer Sullivan was also supported by members of the police department and the town of Southbury staff. The office, with Officer Sullivan's hiring and the addition of Officer Zachary Simpson tonight, who was voted on tonight's meeting, our police department is fully staffed with 25 full-time police officers. So please join me in welcoming Officer Sullivan, Officer Simpson to the Southbury Police Department. Veterans Ceremony. The town of Southbury is hosting a veterans ceremony on July 12th in collaboration with the State Lieutenant Governor's Office. There will be a ceremony at 1 p.m. to recognize Southbury's Korean War veterans and at 4 p.m. for our Vietnam-era veterans. Southbury is looking forward to honoring these brave men and women for their service to our country. Grand opening of pickleball courts. A ribbon-cutting ceremony will take place at the town's new pickleball courts in Ballantyne Park on July 11th at 1 p.m. I would like to recognize and thank Southbury Public Works leadership and staff for all the great work that they have done on this project and other projects, as well as the great job they are doing with the upkeep of our town parks and the continual maintenance work they do on the town roads. Their tireless effort and hard work are one of the reasons why Southbury is such a great place to live and work and visit. They did do a lot of work, the town crew, prepping that spot and getting it up, and it's working out really well. And we will be building the volleyball courts also. We didn't lose them.
Can I ask where are they going?
I think they're gonna go over to, they're going over to Settlers Park. Gotta get the park name right, Settlers Park. Southbury Multipurpose Trail Concept. Last Wednesday, I participated in a presentation to the Heritage Village Board of Trustees to share my concept of creating a town-wide multipurpose path for our residents. The meeting was to introduce the concept, answer questions, and obtain feedback. I found the meeting to be very productive and positive. A similar presentation is scheduled to take place for the Heritage Village residents on July 11th at 9 a.m. I'm looking forward to future discussions with the board and town residents, as well as ongoing research into this concept. So we're gonna try to get the grants and see if we can get a trail system going that can accommodate bikes and hiking. And this is not just for Heritage Village, this will be for the entire town. Southbury Radio Hour, I don't know if people have listened in. All 4 recorded shows of the WATR Southbury Radio Hour are now available on our website. Each week during the month of June, a local business person sponsored a segment. I enjoyed kicking off the series with our Dr. Jack Zazzaro on June 7th. There are the 350th anniversary events continue on July 22nd at 1 p.m. Our 350th anniversary events continue with another popular history talk at the Southbury Library. No registration is required for this presentation titled Southbury in the Revolutionary War. There are 2 events scheduled in August. The Mattatuck Fife and Drum Band will provide the pre-movie entertainment for Southbury Outdoor Movie Night on August 15th. And Southbury Library will host a history talk titled, Do You Remember Southbury Playhouse? And actually, I do remember the Southbury Playhouse. There was a playhouse in Southbury. Summer is moving right along very quickly. Reports from liaisons. Selectman Betty.
None of my groups have met since our last meeting, although Economic Development, our director does report we have a couple more ribbon cuttings coming up over the next 2 weeks. On July 13th at noon, there will be one at Hummus and Falafel, the new restaurant next to the Heritage Hotel. On July 18th at 11 a.m., there'll be one at Connecticut Breast Imaging, which is in the Southbury Green, over near Monty's. And on September 25th at noon, the Gift of Time, an adult daycare type of place, is opening at 2 Pomperog Office Park, number 103. And those will mark 40 ribbon cuttings for the year so far, fiscal year 23. And we obviously do these for new businesses, but also when people expand or have anniversaries, et cetera. So a lot of robust activity happening in that regard. IPOC won't meet again until next month. Strategic Planning will meet next Thursday. Pool Oversight Committee, Jeff, have we gotten any of the bid specs back yet?
No, we're a little frustrated with,
I bet.
and I know Dan Colton has been talking to them
Yep.
because they've sent some bills, and it's like, okay, but before we.
Product, too.
We need some product here. So it's a little, yeah, a little frustrating. I thought we would have this ready by now, but I don't know what, I'll talk to Dan. Dan's away next week,
Okay.
I think. I think it's next week, but we'll figure out. We've got to get going on that. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Jason is not here. John?
Neither of my, the three groups that I work with have not met since we've last been together.
Okay. Greg?
I don't have anything to the commissions, but I did want to mention that Kevin Bielmeyer on the radio this week. What he is doing is just made sure to reach out to him. He, I think, plays available that you can. So if you miss them, but a great job, a champion.
We're
That's
getting
all I
about,
got. Thanks.
unfortunately, we're getting about every third word, so your Wi-Fi
Okay.
must be wobbling.
Sounded positive, though.
Okay. Holly?
So the Region 15 Board of Ed is enjoying their summer break, and they have not met since our last meeting.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. And we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.